we have to put it all in. It's kind of like, you know, if you're gonna make like spaghetti, you know, just gonna put tomatoes and the spaghetti, you're gonna like put like oregano, and you're gonna put like all this,
all the good stuff.
yeah, all the good stuff.
The garlic.
Yeah, you're gonna saute the garlic for like a, you know, 20 minutes, really slow, so all the flavor comes out, you know.
Yeah.
Well, and Raymond's not one to put like a dash of pepper or a little bit of hot sauce. He's like, load it up.
Well,
it's true.
If it's hot sauce, it's got to be hot, right?
Yeah. Well, it's been interesting to because the last time we talked, it was way back in Ottawa at the Ottawa Blues Fest, and you were just talking about the album then,
right? About
what was going to happen with recording song lines. And by the way, I'm seeing other people picking up on song lines.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah, it's really
and
cool.
I've been getting a lot of feedback.
Yeah.
Is doing something with song lines.
Which is awesome. I know somebody came up to me, and I can't even remember who it was, someone that loves me though, and they're like, oh my God, somebody's stealing your idea. They're doing da-da-da. I'm like, it's not mine, you know, like it belongs to us. It's part of, you know, like our collective creativity and a part of our inheritance, you know, so I'm like, great.
Yeah.
Good, I want it to be alive, you know, and that was part of why I wanted, well, one of many reasons why I wanted to check it out in my own process, so. Yeah,
and you know what, and there's so much you can do with it too, because, you know, if you have a line that, you know, you follow, you know, with the skyline or the trees, like, I mean, you can put that, you know, just with a drum, you know, you can take that and you can, like, you know, rap with it. You can like take that and you can put like jazz chords over it, or you can put pop tune chords over it, and like you can just come up with all these variations that it's just, it's kind of like a creative starting point, you know?
Yeah,
really, it's kind of like an endless well.
Yeah. And we're still really in it. Like, I'm not exactly sure where we're going with the next record. We have all these songs and only some of them will end up on the next record, and sort of picking and choosing to make them, you know, be something that belong to each other as well as the songs we like. But we're, what I do know is that we're still engaged in this songlines process, and that we just feel like we're scratching the surface of what it is. So this next project, we're sort of, we have a working title of Cartography, and we're talking about, or looking at, just from a process standpoint, making like an oral map of this land base. So, you know, looking at this journey from like coast to coast and having songs that map that out for us, you know, our experience, and not just the physical geography, but like place and time and all of that stuff. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm digging around and looking into.
And it's funny too, actually, because like you never know what it's going to bring out. Like, we wrote a song, I don't know, about 6 months ago or something, and we woke up and it was like a beautiful day, and we were like, oh my God, we should like put our work aside and just record a song, right? And so Shona and I did exactly that, and we were traveling through the Badlands a couple of years ago with our boys, and we were looking at the different like peaks and valleys that are there, because it's amazing, you know, and South Dakota, and we ended up getting this melody, and from that melody I came up with these chords, and then Shoshona interpreted the same song line and came up with a slightly different melody. So we superimposed her melody on top of my melody that I made into chords, and then the two just kind of connected like that. And then we just sang, all the lyrics came up about us traveling through the Badlands and our experience of that, and it ends up turning that it was like a love song, you know, but it was really, really cool because...
Well, it was awesome because we woke up in the morning and sat down to write a song and had something complete and recorded by lunch.
Yeah,
and we were like, yeah.
You should do this every day.
It was awesome. So, yeah.
And is this based on a visual experience, or is it a photograph?
Well, both.
Both.
Yeah,
okay.
but the photograph was there sort of documenting the experience, which we've been trying to be really vigilant about, you know, documenting.
Yeah, we took melodies and chords from the songline, and then our own personal experience of traveling through, you know, that all that beautiful land is turned into the song.
And the tradition of following these song lines comes from the old tradition of drumming and singing?
Yeah, it's an Anishinaabeg traditional way of composing music. You know, back in the day, you'd be in the bush and you'd have your drum, and you know, you'd be hitting it, and you'd be obviously sitting on a beach if you're Anishinaabe. You know, like way out, way out, way out, and then you can repeat it. You know, or you know, like you'd look at the hills and the valleys, and you know, it just
or the melody like follows the rise and fall of the horizon.
Yeah, and it's really it's kind of like a love process too, because it's one thing when you have pictures, but it's also when you can record songs right at the place. It's like you're singing to that land base, you know?
For sure.
Yeah, I use my iPod a lot and just make a little beat and then record that, and then on top sing the melody, you know, that I'm seeing on the land base, and then boom, take a picture of it too, you know? Yeah.
You guys have seen a lot of land in the last year. We're talking Canada, parts of the U.S., Mexico, Australia.
Yeah.
The album. It's been a big year for Digging Earth.
It's been, yeah, it's been kind of epic for us personally, because we've been on the road for 8 months or something, and just a lot of traveling. But it's been really, really good. Like, we've been really blessed to
Absolutely.
travel and meet all of these amazing people and visit all these beautiful places and be very well taken care of, and yeah. And I overcame my fear of flying this year.
Good for you.
100 flights in 6 months will do it to you. So, yeah.
Right on.
You got numb to the experience.
Yeah.
Well, and I guess in some ways that it was capped off on Thursday night with a beautiful award.
Yeah, which was awesome.
That's cool.
We should have brought it so we could.
We should have.
Yeah, so we could boast. No, I'm just excited about it. Sitting upstairs, and everyone keeps picking it up and kissing it.
Yeah, I'm like, wow.
It's true. It's we need to disinfect it now or something.
It's nice to be acknowledged though by the community.
Yeah, because this comes from the people, and you know, it's not I mean, it is. Of course, there's all this really healthy industry built around what's going on here, but this award is, you know, it's from our peeps, so that's pretty nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Right on.
Yeah.
I want to back up because we did kind of just jump in.
Yeah, we did.
Which is cool. And ask you where you are from. Who are your relations?
Well, Jashko Beneze Kwe Desnakas, Mikizi Dodem, Batchwana and Donjaba. I'm Ojibwe Anishinaabe, and my family comes from a place called Batchwana. It's on the shore of Lake Superior.
Okay, right on.
And yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, Raven Nidijinakaznan, Raven Ganadakta Pulsanahash. I grew up in a small little 350 people little res community in the bush. There's one road in, one road out. It's a Anishinaabe Algonquin community, and then in the summertime I used to go to Ganawage, which is where my mom is from.
Okay.
Yeah, and so from the Lahash family there, the Turtle Clan, and with the Longhouse, and yeah, that's where all my roots are stemming from, all that region, you know.
Right on. Where is that small community? 350?
It's sort of north, I guess. It gets -40 in the winter.
In Quebec?
Yeah, in Quebec. It's in between Rouen and Val-d'Or area. Yeah, and lots of beautiful lakes there, and yeah, just it's a gorgeous place.
Right.
Yeah.